Not that I'm trying to take a high position here because I don't deserve that. I'm just upset. While we're talking about this, I just make sure everybody knows I never in my life. This is actually one of the scary times for me. And I ended up going to my parents' house crying. My arm was bleeding and everything because me and Lisa got into an argument. Kaylee was in the back seat in her car seat. And I punched the back window and glass shattered everywhere into the back, into where you were sitting and everything. First of all, I did not know glass broke like that in the back. But either way, I was so freaked out because Mom left right away and pulled out of there. And I didn't know if I hurt you or what had happened. I was drunk. Did. No, thank God you were fine. But I didn't know at the time. My arm was bleeding everywhere. My parents had lived right around the corner, so I went there to their house and was explaining to them what everything that happened. I'm crying, I'm drunk, I'm bleeding all over the place. I had forgotten about that till you brought that up. It's so crazy how many things I've forgotten, how many good and bad experiences I've forgotten because of drinking. How do you feel about me now?
No, you're one of my favorite people now. Like, I love you. I talk about you all the time. Like, I'm almost positive that, like, I annoy people. Because I'm like, oh my God, I gotta call Eric. Or, like, I'm gonna be coming back from my 8 a.m. And I'm, like, FaceTiming you. And I'm just like, I hate it here. Take me home. Bring me home.
It's your turn to ask a question.
Okay. Why didn't you stop sooner? Like, why when I was younger, you weren't like, hey, like, I want to be sober now? Like, why'd you have to wait?
That's a good question, actually. That is not the direction I thought you were going. Why did I wait? I don't know. I think I wouldn't even say drink was so important because it wasn't as like it was important to me, but it was a huge crutch for things I dealt with in my personal life. But I think I didn't stop because it felt impossible to stop. The thought of never having to drink again for the rest of my life still scares me to this day, but even more so before the medical issues and the legal issues and stuff like that. And then it was all unraveling so fast and I couldn't slow it down or stop it. Even going to jail didn't stop it. It took my pancreas and then you not talk to me.
Your pancreas did nothing to you.
No, it did. It helped because there started to become a life or death fear.
Thing, yeah.
Like that's the only reason it helped. I would have still probably drank through it. It was definitely you not talking to me no more. But there was there was at least an added thing in my mind going, well, that probably isn't the best idea, or at least let me try to watch it in some way and try to do something in moderation. So I'll get off the Captain and Cokes and drink, Trulies, I'm only gonna drink Coors Light because that's just like water, right? So I can have those. So I was doing weird things to justify it all. Ooh, you got any more for me?
When you saw it was hurting me, why didn't you stop?
Oh. I think it was too far out of control and at that point out of my capacity to handle to stop. It's not that I didn't want to. I think I didn't know how. And eventually my body became so dependent on it that, and I'm not using it as an excuse because there's ways to do it. And I did it, right? But I didn't know how. I wasn't seeking out the information. So I was being lazy and ignorant to what I could do to get sober before it was too late. And then eventually he stopped talking to me and I knew I had to either get sober or I was gonna lose everything I cared about in life.
Do you think had I told you like that I hated you when I did, like that would have helped or no?
Do I think that if you didn't?
No, if I when I did hate you and I didn't put up an act, like.
If you would have told me? See, that's an intriguing question. I don't know. I would say it possibly could have helped, but I don't want you then feeling like, oh, maybe I should have told him that because I did know it.
Like, I wouldn't. I don't put this on myself.
Right. No, I don't want you. You should never.
No, I know.
It was all me. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I think it could have. I think it possibly could have maybe helped me see it a little earlier because certain people were telling me things like, Eric, you probably shouldn't be drinking, but.
Yeah, but coming from your daughter.
Coming from your daughter, right? That's what I'm saying. Coming from your daughter, who is growing up and is now at that time, you're 16 years old or something like that, or 15 or 16, and I've realized that you've learned a lot at that point. I mean, you would surpass me in school, so it's like, yeah, it probably could help, but I don't think it would have stopped it at that moment. You were saying you wanted to say something else while we were changing the battery?
It was you left. Do you remember that night? It was the night that you,
Mom. How could I forget?
Mom was freaking out because she didn't want you to leave. I was like, he's not gonna leave, like. And I thought that we had a good relationship enough to which I could trust that you weren't gonna leave.
The pinky promise night.
Yeah, the pinky promise night. So I said to him straight up, I said, if you, and can I swear? Like, are they gonna get mad?
I might have to edit it out.
Oh, I can't. Then I just won't.
Go ahead, say it.
No, I said to him, I said, if you fucking leave, I'm not gonna talk to you. Like, I'm not. Like, if I find out that you leave, I won't talk to you. And then I said, pinky promise me that you're not gonna leave. And he said, I won't. And I said, okay. I said, I'm not kidding. Like, don't call my bluff. Like, I will not talk to you. And he left. He said to my mom, because she slept in my room, I was like, if he leaves, like, we're done. Like, I'm over this. We're not doing it. He's not doing anything. And he left. Mom woke up at like 2 a.m. and she was like, he's gone. And I was like, no, he's not. I was like, he's not gone. Like, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. And I came downstairs and he was out of the bed. Don't know where he went until the next day. And I told Mom, I said, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. And I told her to go back to sleep and that we were done. We're over it and we're kicking him out, and I meant that. And then the next day I had to change my headlight. And that's when I learned how to change my headlight. Yep. And I changed it myself, with Jay, his best friend, helped me. And then he called, or someone called, so we could go pick him up. And then I gave him an earful of how pissed I was at him, and that I wasn't talking to him. And that was the last time I was going to talk to him. And I didn't talk to him for it was a few weeks. When I wouldn't. I had no.
She would go out so out of her way to avoid we'd be in the same room, and she would just almost ignore me. Literally, yeah.
No, I ignored you.
I think she may have said 3 words over a 2-3 week period.
Yeah, and then I went to Virginia Beach too.
Yeah.
And Mom was like, I forget, you kept calling me to tell me that you were going to rehab or something, and I was like, okay.
And I went to detox, yeah.
That's great. Good for you.
So obviously when she stopped talking to me, I kept drinking. I doubled down on it. And, then I called my counselor crying, saying I didn't want to be drunk no more. Because I had been trying really hard. But it was a struggle. And, that's on me. It is what it is. I can't change it. But I wanted to stop. So I went to detox. And I thought, maybe this will fix everything in my life right now. Everybody will see I'm trying. Because I'd never gone to a place before.
Willingly.
No, I've only been to jail. I've never gone to
I thought you went to a rehab in St. Peter's. We dropped you off and then you went to jail.
Mm-mm. Oh. No. What? St. Peter's? Where's St. Peter's?
The old hospital.
Oh, the hospital. Oh, no. That was me trying to get into detox. That didn't work.
Oh.
So I went detox. I came back and
for my grad party.
Yeah.
And I didn't talk to you then either. I also avoided that.
She did.
I even told Abby, I was like, I'm not talking to him. I specifically.
You did say 2 words to me because I said something to you, and then you kind of walked away.
Yeah, I was standing.
She made me help her load her car.
Oh wait, I didn't. That's what it was. I didn't. Yeah, but me and Jay talked, and if it wasn't for him, I probably would have talked to you more. So he can be part of my helping you be sober. But because he was like, oh, you'll talk to him, you can't hold yourself. And he was like, oh, Mom says that all the time, but she doesn't. And I was like, no, you don't realize, if I say I'm not talking to someone, I'm not talking to them. I
don't know, when did you start talking to me again? Well, it was shortly after that though, right? Had to be.
Yeah.
Because it went much longer. Because this isn't that long ago, people, by the way. This is, we're talking 4 months ago.
It was in July that my grad party was. And I moved into college August.
Yeah. And, yeah. But by the time we went to college, we were good. It's crazy. That's how fast, if you're somebody dealing with it and your family's all messed up and you ain't got people to talk to you, if you're actually putting in the effort, it's fast how things start changing. Now, I'm not saying it's like that for everybody, but...
No, I think I started talking to you because, you were at my grad party and, Mom, kind of, guilt tripped me into it.
Yeah.
She was like, he's really upset. And I was like, I don't care. I said that to him. I was like, I literally couldn't care less.
All I cared about, was I cared about myself, my drinking, my wife, and my kid. That's it. That's all I really cared about. I was over the business stuff. I mean, I didn't really care too much about that. You could have taken that away from me, I guess. But I was like, I didn't want to lose my family, or myself, So it got to the point where that's why I had to make this choice to finally go sober.
When you went to jail, how hard was it for you not to see me for 9 months?
Oh, it was the worst thing. I didn't want you to go though. I told Mom that, but I wanted to do at least more. I wanted to do more video chats. I know I found that out after. So I didn't want you to come, but I wanted to do more video chats, and I think you only got on video with me like twice. If I remember correctly. No, it was like 2 or 3 times. I remember, trust me.
Hey, I still have every single letter that you ever wrote me.
Did you read them all?
I read them all, and I cried every single time I read them.
You didn't. I remember.
I have one that's upstairs, and I can't read it because it makes me cry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's all I got. I don't know if you got anything else you want to say.
I feel like we don't have time.
I know, I'm trying to wrap up. Our SD card's running out of space again. But we're probably going to do more of this because I think it's opened up some more questions, and I think it's important for other people to see. And if people don't want to see it, I don't care. I still got things I want to know, so I'm going to ask more stuff in the future.
That's fine, but you should subscribe.
Definitely subscribe if you want to get more stuff like this.
I'm so proud of you for doing this. I know that I say that a lot, but I want to say it on camera. I'm super proud of him.
Well, like I said,
can you cry? I'm doing my best to not cry myself, and you're not crying.
Well, the important thing is we're good now. We're in a good space. As long as I stay sober, that's what I think about every day is staying sober. So that way I keep this one in my life and obviously my wife as well. Keep my family together. I love you. Thank you for doing this. I know this wasn't easy. Love you.
Love you too.